Hello again, Robins. Well, today we're going to read one of my favorite Leo Leone books. It's called Frederick. Can you guess what Frederick is? He's a mouse. Frederick by Leo Leone. All along the meadow, where the cows grazed and the horses run, there was an old stone wall. In that wall, not far from the barn and the granary, a chatty family of field mice had their home. They lived in the wall. But the farmers had moved away, the barn was abandoned, and the granary stood empty. And since winter was not far off, the little mice began to gather corn and nuts and wheat and straw. They all worked day and night, all except Frederick. Frederick's not doing any work. Frederick, why don't you work? They asked. I do work, said Frederick. I gather sun rays for the cold, dark winter days. And when they saw Frederick sitting there, staring at the meadow, they said, And now, Frederick, I gather colors, answered Frederick simply, for winter is very gray. What are they gathering? Looks like they're gathering some seeds and nuts. Frederick's gathering some colors. And once Frederick seemed half asleep. Are you dreaming, Frederick? They asked reproachfully. But Frederick said, Oh no, I am gathering words. For the winter days are long and many, and we're going to run out of things to say. The winter days came. And when the first snow fell, the 5 little field mice took to their hideout in the stones. There they go. They're getting under the stones. In the beginning, there was lots to eat, and the mice told stories of foolish foxes and silly cats. They were a happy family. But little by little, they had nibbled up most of the nuts and berries. The straw was gone, and the corn was only a memory. It was cold in the wall, and no one felt like chatting. They don't look too happy now. Then they remembered what Frederick had said about sun rays and colors and words. What about your supplies, Frederick? They asked. Close your eyes, said Frederick, as he climbed on a big stone. Now, I send you the rays of sun. Do you feel how their golden glow? And as Frederick spoke of the sun, the 4 little mice began to feel warmer. Was it Frederick's voice? Was it magic? And how about the colors, Frederick? Close your eyes again, Frederick said. And when he told them of the blue periwinkles and the red poppies in the yellow wheat and the green leaves of the berry bush, they saw the colors as clearly as if they had been painted in their minds. They're seeing all those colors. And the words, Frederick? Frederick cleared his throat. He waited a moment, and then, as if from a stage, he said, Who scatters snowflakes? Who melts the ice? Who spoils the weather? Who makes it nice? 4 little field mice who live in the sky, 4 little field mice like you and I. One is the spring mouse who turns on the showers. Then comes the summer who paints in the flowers. The fall mouse is next with walnuts and wheat, and winter is last with little cold feet. Aren't we lucky the seasons are 4? Think of a year with 1 less, or 1 more. When Frederick had finished, they all applauded. But Frederick, they said, you are a poet. That was a poem because it rhymed. Frederick blushed. He took a bow and shyly said, I know it. Robbins, what was your favorite part of that book? Oh, me too. I liked when Frederick said the poem because I love rhyming, and I know you like rhyming too. Well, how about we do a little bit of mouse art? First, let's make Frederick. All you need is some paper and a pen or a crayon and some scissors and some glue. So let's take a look at Frederick. Frederick has a body that's kind of egg-shaped and ears that are kind of egg-shaped. They're smaller than the body. Let's try that. So I'm gonna make kind of an egg shape here for his body, and then I'm gonna make kind of littler egg shapes up here for his ears. And now I'm gonna cut out my shapes. So I'm gonna use my helping hand to hold my paper, and then I'm gonna go up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, and cut out my Frederick. I'm gonna stay on the lines that I drew. There's his body. So I'm gonna glue that down. You can make your mouse any color you like. I happen to have a little bit of brown paper, so that's why I'm using it. Let's see here. That's why I'm using it. Okay, I'm gonna put his body down. All right. Now I'm gonna cut out the ears. Here's one ear. And here's the other ear. I'm gonna put one Frederick ear. Oops. One Frederick ear here. And put the other Frederick ear here. Okay. Let's see what else Frederick has. He has a nose and a little mouth and a tail. So I'm going to do some eyes here. Eyes here. I'm going to do a nose, a little mouth, and a tail. Here's my Frederick. He's cute. I have one more little bit of mouse art that we can do. I have a piece of paper and it's a square. That's the important thing. It has to be a square. We're going to make an origami mouse. So I am going to put it over and I'm going to take one corner up to the other. I'm finding that as I'm doing more origami, oftentimes this is how you start. So I made it into a triangle. Then I'm going to open it up and I'm going to make a triangle the other way. Okay. Now I have a triangle that looks like this. We have a line here. I'm not going to fold on that line. I'm going to go a little bit over and fold the flap like this. And then make another triangle like that. So I folded it over, not halfway, a little bit less. And then I folded another triangle up. Okay? There you go. Now I'm going to fold up the top like this, okay? And here, I'm going to do a nose for my mouse, some whiskers. I'm going to do an eye and a smile. There's my little mouse. Do you like him? Here's a big mouse that I did earlier. I did him on plain white paper. There's another mouse. So I've got a mommy mouse and a little baby mouse. Do they look happy together? I think they do. All right, Robins. Well, that was fun. I loved reading Frederick to you, and I liked doing a little bit of mouse art. I hope you do some as well. You could color a mouse, you could cut out a mouse, you could paint a mouse, and you could do a little folding origami. See you later, Robins.